Today, we'll delve into the world of high stakes and unpredictable expenditures to unravel the mysteries of the budgets and remunerations behind Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl, and Iron Man. Prepare for a journey where every number tells its own captivating story. Who earned more, Johnny Depp or Robert Downey Jr.? Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl. The first installment of the legendary pirate saga, released in 2003, became a true phenomenon. Disney Studios took a significant risk by investing in a film based on a Disneyland ride, and with such an unconventional protagonist as Jack Sparrow. It was a bold decision, as previous adaptations of theme park attractions hadn't always been successful. However, director Gore Verbinski and producer Jerry Bruckheimer managed to create something truly special, combining adventurous spirit, fantasy, and elements of comedy. The total budget for Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl, was approximately $140 million. This sum included expenses for creating large-scale sets, such as the pirate ships, the Black Pearl, and the Interceptor, which were built almost life-sized, adding authenticity to the film. The impressive visual effects, particularly the transformation of the Black Pearl's crew into skeletons under moonlight, required significant investment in computer graphics. Filming took place in exotic locations, including the islands of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, which increased production costs but provided stunning backdrops. And of course, a significant portion of the budget was allocated to the actors' fees, who played a crucial role in the film's success. The heart of the film, undoubtedly, was Johnny Depp as the eccentric Captain Jack Sparrow. His charismatic performance not only earned him an Academy Award nomination for Best Actor, a rarity for adventure films, but also made him one of Hollywood's highest-paid stars. Initially, the studio viewed his interpretation of Jack with some apprehension, as Depp drew inspiration from the persona of Keith Richards, the Rolling Stones guitarist, making his character seem too mannered and, at first glance, not serious enough for a lead. However, it was precisely this eccentricity that became Jack Sparrow's trademark, bringing him incredible popularity among audiences of all ages. For his role in the first Pirates of the Caribbean, Johnny Depp received a salary of about $10 million. This was a substantial amount at the time, but as history showed, it paid off handsomely, turning Depp into a true icon of the franchise and ensuring the success of subsequent installments. His contribution to the creation of this cult character is invaluable. What are your favorite moments with Jack Sparrow and why? Share your thoughts in the comments. Iron Man. 5 years passed, and a new hero emerged to forever change the cinematic landscape. Tony Stark, aka Iron Man. The film, Iron Man, released in 2008, became the starting point for the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which is now the highest-grossing franchise in film history. This was a risky move for Marvel Studios, as they had previously sold the rights to their characters to other studios. But they decided to take fate into their own hands, founding their own studio and beginning to build a universe from scratch. The film proved that superhero movies could be not only blockbusters but also deep, multifaceted stories with well-developed characters. The budget for Iron Man was slightly higher than that of the first Pirates, amounting to approximately $140 million, though some sources indicate up to $186 million, which is typical for films with a large number of visual effects. This budget went towards creating the high-tech Iron Man suits, which evolved throughout the film, explosive action sequences, realistic computer graphics for flight and battles, and of course, attracting a star-studded cast who could draw in audiences. The key figure who breathed life into Tony Stark was Robert Downey Jr. His casting in this role was a bold decision, given his past legal and addiction issues that had derailed his career. However, director Jon Favreau insisted on him, seeing in Downey Jr. the perfect combination of charisma, intellect, and life experience necessary to portray Tony Stark. This decision became one of the most successful casting choices in cinematic history. For his role in the first Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr. received a relatively modest salary of about $500,000. This was significantly less than what leading stars were earning at the time, reflecting his then status in Hollywood. However, his contract included a significant percentage of the film's profits, which eventually brought him millions, and later hundreds of millions, of dollars for his involvement in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It was a risk that paid off many times over, as it's hard to imagine the success of the MCU without Downey Jr. His transformation into Tony Stark was so complete and convincing that he became the face of the entire franchise. What do you think made Tony Stark such a beloved character for millions? Write your answers below. Comparison of actors and their roles. The roles of Johnny Depp as Jack Sparrow and Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark became not just acting performances, but true cultural phenomena, deeply embedded in the consciousness of millions of viewers. Both actors managed to imbue their characters with unique charisma that transformed them into icons of modern cinema. Johnny Depp in Pirates of the Caribbean created an eccentric, mannered, yet incredibly charming pirate who constantly balances on the fine line between genius and madness. His unpredictable movements, characteristic facial expressions, distinct accent, and unusual gestures all worked to create a multifaceted and unforgettable image that elicited laughter and admiration. He made Jack Sparrow a hero who, despite his flaws, selfishness, and tendency for cunning, always evokes sympathy and fascination, as his motivations often remain mysterious, and his actions unpredictable. Depp didn't just play a role. He became Jack Sparrow, adding elements of a rock star and a clown, which initially caused doubts at the studio, but ultimately became the key to the tremendous success of the film and the entire franchise. His performance went beyond the ordinary, creating a character that existed outside the script, imbuing him with live energy and humor. On the other hand, Robert Downey Jr. gave the world Tony Stark, a brilliant, self-assured, sometimes arrogant billionaire inventor who, due to his decisions and circumstances, transforms into a superhero. His interpretation of Tony Stark was so organic that viewers couldn't imagine anyone else in the role. Downey Jr. brought depth to Stark, showcasing his internal conflicts, vulnerability, fears, and complex journey to redemption. He imbued the character with unparalleled irony and witty humor, making him simultaneously a reliable leader willing to sacrifice himself and a comical genius playboy. It felt as if Downey Jr. wasn't just reading lines but improvising, putting a part of his own personality, his experience, and his unique charisma into the character. Both actors had challenging careers before these roles, and these films were not just successful projects for them, but a true triumphant return to the top of Hollywood, restoring their status as A-list stars. They proved that true talent and self-belief can overcome any obstacles. Their characters not only spearheaded multi-billion-dollar franchises but also left a significant mark on global pop culture, inspiring cosplayers, artists, writers, and millions of fans worldwide. It was not just casting, but a fateful fusion of actor and character that transformed cinema into true art, laying the groundwork for the future successes of both franchises. We hope you enjoyed our analysis. If you'd like to see more comparisons like this and learn interesting facts from the world of cinema, subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications.